I got it. I got it. That one definitive smoking gun that conclusively proves they faked their trip to Antarctica. I give you the cut in MC Toon's video recording of their flight down to Union Glacier. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. There is a cut in the video from the point they landed and were supposed to be getting off the plane. Hello, this video has been brought to you by a leftover idea I had in my last video and a comment left by a flat earther. You might want to stick around for the earth curve bit later. I think it'll cause some tears to flow. But first, the comment. Apparently, discrepancies. Therefore, fake? It's a fact that they live streamed in Punta Arenas, interacting with people in the side chat in the days leading up to the flight. It's also a fact they later live streamed in a very cold and very sunny place the next day. Again, not only interacting with people in the chat window, but they also made live stream videos to address the criticisms that were being raised in real time, such as the chroma key filter scandal. The purpose of the real-time in-flight video, as well as my simulation, was to demonstrate that the journey they took between the two live streaming locations was indeed very plausible from a flight from Punta Arenas to Union Glacier Camp. And yet, I provide this comment for your consideration. The flight, according to Zesta back from burnout, must have been fabricated for these reasons. A. The timestamps shown in MC Toon's Flight Radar 24 playback in March are off. B. Through hearsay, Jiren said, quote, "It's 9:34 local time," end quote. Whatever it means. When they arrived at the terminal. When their stomachs were grumbling. When they ate a snack waiting for the bus. When they were told that the flight was going ahead as scheduled. When they looked out the window and saw unicorns prancing about. Who knows what the it was? C. My simulated flight apparently contradicts MC Toon's recording of the Flight Radar 24 playback because it's off by 1 hour. D. Finally, the clock time shown after they arrived at Union Glacier reads an incorrect time. So I thought I would examine each of these claims to test their validity. I'll present my findings and I will let you decide, although I strongly suspect you will come to a similar conclusion. The first point I wanted to address was Jiren's claim. This is a statement either taken out of context or is anecdotal. I used MC Toon's flight hour video with the point of takeoff as the anchor time. Backtracking to the point the recording started, it puts the time at 9:56 local time. This is a grand total of 22 minutes from 9:34 local time, just before MC Toon's video. Given this was a once-in-a-lifetime trip, the expectation anyone was clock watching the entire time to be able to provide a reliable account later on of the passage of time is both naive and unrealistic. I therefore have to dismiss that statement as apocryphal. The next 2 points are related. When did the flight take place? Starting at 1:44 p.m. UTC or 12:49 p.m. I clearly recall getting ready shortly after lunch that day for an outing when the airplane had, according to Flight Radar 24, just landed. This would have been in my UTC-5 time zone and would be somewhere around 12:30 p.m. my time. Advance 5 hours put the plane landing at about 5:30 p.m. UTC, which aligns with the data I originally got from Flight Radar 24 and also from the data still available right now on several websites. Why was MC Toon's Flight Radar 24 screen recording video inconsistent with that? Either it was not that specific flight they were on, or there was something wrong with the playback. Consider that the flight data did not start when it was on the ground, but it was already 1,750 feet above the ground. This could have been a problem for the player. The main question I had was, if it was the flight he was on, why such a huge time difference in the time displayed? The same data I used to make my virtual flight should have been the same data used by the Flight Radar 24 player, so the two should correlate. I recorded multiple telemetry data points from Toon's playback in a spreadsheet so I could compare it against the raw JSON data. After graphing the airplane's altitude, speed, and heading against flight time, I got a very strong feeling that the two did not correlate, as it should be expected. I tried many ways to come up with an explanation why MC-Tune's playback video did not match the data I got, with tests like attempting rolling averages, comparing data against FlightAware, and looking for other flights closer to the 49 minutes past the hour. Nothing seemed to fit. Given both mine and Tune's came from FlightRadar 24, I would have to think they would be the same. All the tests I put against the data heavily suggests either the flight Tune showed in March is not the December 14th flight, but is for another day I can't find. For example, the flight from Punta Arenas to Union Glacier on the 17th when it returned to pick them up, or the playback data for the 14th somehow was incorrectly rendered. This could be a data issue or perhaps a player issue or website bug some 8 or more months ago. The JSON data I obtained from FlightRadar 24 on December 15th is clearly for the flight they were on the day before. MC-Tune, however, published his video March 12th and daylight saving time changed March 9th. It's unclear exactly when he made the screen recording, but it's very possible one or more bugs such as an incorrectly and unnecessarily applied daylight saving time correction for UTC in the flight player caused that anomaly. Or he played a later flight that did not show up 11 months later in flight tracking websites. It pains me a lot to say this, but after investigation, the claim that they could not have been on that specific FlightRadar 24 screen recording depiction of the flight MC-Tune showed on his channel because the displayed time did not match does appear to have some validity. The further claim they were not on the ICE 1087 December 14th flight because of that time mismatch is quite weak even by flat earther standards. The final point I wanted to address was the issue of the clock. I don't know if all flat earthers have a potato phone they use to watch videos on, but the time displayed on the clock was not 2:25, it was 3:23, and later on in the video it was 3:25. If we accept that the only cut in MC-Tune's 5-hour, 20-minute, and 46-second video was when they landed at Union Glacier and presumably Tune stopped recording when removing it from the window seat, that puts them in the tent that shows the clock at 6:10 and 11 seconds UTC or 3:10 p.m. Punta Arenas time. If we consider A, everyone probably has a proper decent watch that keeps time. B, the communal clock shown is in an unheated tent in a very cold place. C, exact time in a remote place is probably meaningless, especially when the sun does not set. D, the crystal oscillator and the battery are both probably operating far outside their design specification, making the clock itself poor at timekeeping. E, the clock only seems to be off by 15 minutes from a reconstructed timeline. Then the point about the clock also becomes easily dismissed. I won't provide a commentary of the Flat Earthers' claims, but I would be interested in hearing what you have to say, so please let me know in the comments how well you feel I addressed those points. As an added bonus, I went ahead with the idea I had in the last video by rotating and horizontally compressing the flight. It seems very much to me like there are some patches of the ocean with a very clear view to the horizon that you can see the side-by-side curvature of the Earth at 35,000 feet. And when you compare the same view from the same camera out of the same window from the same flight when they were on the ground, that curvature does not appear. So once again, take a look at that and let me know in the comments below what you think of that. And again, I thank you for making it this far. And if you like the video, I would appreciate the thumbs up, the subscribe, the comments, all that other good stuff that you do on YouTube. And with that, I'm going to see you again in another video soon enough. So bye for now.